Sports Radio 1450 and on the web at sportsradio1450.com. Adam Stark, Eric Pedigo, and Mark Graham taking your phone calls all the way up until 11 o'clock this morning. Yes,
I am just tingling all over.
I don't want to hear about that. But
not only is the football season upon us, but more importantly, fantasy football season.
Way more importantly.
Season 7 for this show, fellas.
That's incredible. That's incredible, Mark, and you've been here the whole time.
Yep.
Correct? Holy jeez.
With the exception of the first 2 or 3 shows, yeah.
Wow.
Well, this will be my 4th year, actually, in fantasy football.
Me.
So I'm really excited about it, and we appreciate you guys tuning in as well here on Sports Radio 1450. Again, taking your phone calls all the way up until 11 o'clock this morning at 529-1450. Obviously, lots to get to, and on a weekly basis, we will bring you our studs, duds, and sleepers for the week. May not really do that so much today. We might bring you some of our sleepers a lot throughout the show today. But also, we'll bring you an injury report every week, get you guys up to date on that. And we'll also talk about who should be traded, maybe who shouldn't. We'll tell you who to sit, who to play, who to add, who to drop throughout the season. And we have a new feature as well this season. We're going to bring you our 3 and Out with a special guest each and every week. So we will
that should be good.
Have a guest on this morning at around 9:20, and we'll try to do that for you guys each and every week with could be a big name, maybe someone from ESPN, or maybe someone from fantasy football that you may have heard of, or maybe just some of our frequent callers or some of our friends that are in the know as far as fantasy football is concerned, and that is what it's all about. I don't even know where to start, guys, but I do want to...
That's where I'm at. I'm sorting through all this stuff.
I know that...
Well, if you show up ahead of time, we'd know. Here,
hey,
you mosey on in about 5 minutes till...
Did I make it that? Yeah, wow.
Blurry-eyed and just disheveled. What can you expect?
Well, he was up late. I think I got a text from him about 10:30 last night, still talking fantasy, and I was ready for bed.
Sorry about that.
But that's okay. Well. That's okay. Well, let's start with we're not going to do this every week as far as the injury report is concerned, or we will do it every week, but I really wasn't going to do it this week except for a big injury popped up last night when I was surfing the net. Ryan Williams, the running back for Arizona, is going to be out for the season.
Yes.
And he was probably going to be someone we mentioned as a sleeper and someone maybe to get in the middle of your draft if you could.
There was a good possibility he was going to see about 60% of the carries and Beanie Wells the rest, but now all of a sudden with him out, Beanie Wells has to jump up in your rankings a bit.
I mean, don't you feel like Arizona, they have to do something else? They're going to get someone else in there because I just don't feel like they trust Beanie Wells. And I never have either. So as for right now, he's gonna go up your draft board a little bit. But keep an eye on that situation.
Interesting you say this because there are 3 names out. One that was
they're already looking, aren't they?
One that was seen in New England doing a tryout, which was Clinton Portis.
Okay.
Look for Portis to probably also go to Arizona. Look for Fred Taylor to go to Arizona. Look for Liddell Betts to go to Arizona.
Holy jeez.
And because they've got to have another backup.
I even saw another name too. Tiki Barber threw his name out there.
I saw that, but I didn't want to say it.
Well, he wants to get back in the league. And,
sleeper.
It's a running back league. Everybody has at least 2 running backs, probably 3, and now Arizona is in need of a running back.
What baffles me is Clinton Portis in New England. What in the world do they need another running back for?
Well, you know how they are in New England. It's not like they just have one guy.
Belichick is just he's so far above and beyond any other coach. You never know what is in that man's head.
Yeah, he's awesome. For fantasy owners, he's the worst thing ever. But as a coach, I love Belichick.
And first of all, I want to make sure everyone realizes Portis did not sign with New England. He was just there for a tryout.
He was just there trying out.
Correct.
Right. And I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up in Arizona. And, a few of those guys, whatever, would be good. Because right now they have Beanie Wells. And as we all saw last year, Beanie he's not a feature back, I don't think, in the NFL. He's a nice complimentary back. He had a few nice kind of outings and showings and, a few glimpses of boy, this kid could be good, but just never really panned out. Tim Hightower stole his thunder, all too often last season. And you just know they're not going to be like, well, looks like we're rolling with Beanie.
Yeah,
so
I have a feeling if they try to push Beanie Wells over 15 carries, they're asking for serious trouble.
Yeah, so if Beanie Wells has gone up, gone up the draft boards a little bit, I'd say let someone else grab him because I think his value is just going to drop as soon as the Cardinals can make that possible,
I think it makes it tough on the Cardinals, too, to start the season now.
Yeah,
Not only do they have a new quarterback, now they're trying to work in some new running backs into the game. So that's going to be very difficult for them, but maybe good news for the Rams fans out there, as some people did pick the Cardinals to win that division. As Mark alluded to, we are going to run through some of our rankings. We have our quarterback, running back, and wide receiver and tight end rankings, I think, that we will try to bring you guys this morning.
And we did a collective, just so, we didn't all just do our own.
That way we don't have 7 different lists going on.
Yeah, so this is kind of cool because now we can kind of debate about where these guys landed because that's fun. I like it better this year.
Eric will also bring us his 10 commandments for drafting, as we have our first draft actually tonight, and I know there's probably a lot of listeners out there that have a draft going on tonight if they haven't had one already.
Hey, am I to bring the championship trophy with me tonight?
And next weekend, is it still in pieces?
Well,
I would bring it with me everywhere I went if I were you. Always.
I thought about it, but I hate for it to ride in the back of the car very long.
Definitely bring it tonight. Show up 10 minutes late, make everybody like, where's Mark? And then show up 10 minutes late with that. And I'll bring my little iPod docking station and play I Am a Real American, the Hulk Hogan song. When you come in, it'll be sick.
Well, last year I remember I showed up with the title belt because I didn't have the trophy in my hands yet. But
yes, I won. I have to remember the listeners from last year. I won going away. I won by .30 because of a Macklin catch in the second quarter. It won me the championship. I haven't been as close as a league, and I'm telling you, I'm too old.
Incredible.
I'm too old to put up with this stuff.
Yeah, you almost didn't make it back this season because of that. Jeez.
I did enjoy Eric's name change, though.
Yeah.
Well, I do.
I make teams quit. We got a phone call. 529-1450 is our number. Good morning. You're on Sports 101. No, you're not. You're on Fantasy Football 101. Yes, it's back on Sports Radio 1450. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's
How's
up?
It going?
Oh, none had a 14-team draft yesterday.
Yeah. We got one of those next weekend. How'd you do?
Michael Vick,
Okay.
Fitzgerald, and Julio Jones, wide receivers.
Okay.
All right.
Garrett Blunt and Beanie Wells, running back.
14 team. It's tough.
Yeah, Jason Witten. And Detroit defense and Josh Brown, kicker. I'll hang up and listen.
Hey, I got a question for you real quick.
Yeah.
PPR league?
Yeah, PPR.
Okay. For a 14-team league, I think he did really well.
Yeah, absolutely. We just got done talking about Beanie Wells and how he might not have the value that he kind of does this very second. But he got LeGarrette Blunt.
Yep.
Who was, I think when he came in and started, I think I just read that he was third in the league in rushing from the time he came in and was starting last season. He had over 1,000 yards, the only rookie to go over 1,000. So LeGarrette, I think, is going to be a nice play. And the rest of his team, Michael Vick,
Fitzgerald,
the 12 or 13 games he's there,
yep.
He's going to score 50 points a game. And
I'll tell you what, that's a Benny Wells in a 14-team league as your running back too. I can handle that.
I would like to have heard, I guess I should say, the receivers he had behind those two guys, because Julio Jones should be okay, but
Rookie
still unproven. You still there, caller?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Who are your
got
receivers?
I've got Larry Fitzgerald.
Right.
And I've got Mike Thomas.
Okay.
So, and then kind of a sleeper who been looking at the last couple of weeks, that Daniel Gibson from.
Okay. So you're all right. You actually have a few guys you could definitely plug in.
Gibson, in fact, didn't he the one that scored them the 83 yards?
Yes, he just scored.
Play of the game.
I like something else you mentioned too was your defense, Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what, depending on how your point system is set up, you could score a boatload of points. With that defense.
If you get points for sacks, for sure.
They weren't bad last year either. I think they were top 6 or 7.
They're in the top 10 for sure.
And improved themselves dramatically over the offseason. I think you did a fine job on a 14 team.
Unfortunately, my backup quarterback's Jay Cutler, but
that's not unfortunate, man.
Just pray that Tice manages to get
that's an okay backup. You have a starter.
In a 14-team league, I'm telling you, it's not a crazy thought to think that Jay Cutler might finish in the top 14 as far as fantasy quarterbacks this year. So you essentially got yourself 2 starters. So good work.
Yep.
Well, I appreciate you guys having the show.
Hey, so do we.
Yep.
Thanks for calling, man. We appreciate that.
Thanks for tuning in. Call us every Sunday, 9 to 11. 529-1450 is the phone number.